So you love to coach? Well, how do you coach an entrepreneur in a way that it's like guaranteed to be successful? Watch closely and I'll show you the 5 areas that matter to their success. So you're a coach and you have picked up a new client who is an entrepreneur. How do you help an entrepreneur really do awesome, right? How do you help them reach their goals? Well, it could be a new entrepreneur or a seasoned entrepreneur. But I'm going to cover with you some 5 different areas that if I were you and you're coaching an entrepreneur, be sure to cover these particular areas in their life so that they can do really good. When they do good, they're going to tell people. And then what that means is referrals for you as a coach. So let's look at number 1. And I drew a diagram for you here of what this looks like. Number 1 is the entrepreneurial's point of view to their own relationships. You see, where an entrepreneur can go wrong is if they don't care about their close relationships in their life, how are they going to build new relationships? And doesn't an entrepreneur thrive on meeting people and having that social contact with people? Help that entrepreneur to be able to mend and repair past relationships, because it's about them meeting new people. And if they don't clear up past relationships, you will notice that they struggle meeting new people. Every time I meet an entrepreneur who is telling me that they can't find new clients, they can't find people who are interested in their product or service, immediately it's an insight for me that they have past relationships that they haven't mended and repaired. Okay, next one, time management. I know this one. When I first started as an entrepreneur, I thought, I'm working for myself. I don't need to manage my time. Wow, is that a big mistake? Teach that entrepreneur how to use a calendar, how to block off time to prepare and to be able to follow up with different things in their life so that they can be more organized and literally realize how long it takes to do things. An entrepreneur will crash and burn trying to have their own business when they don't manage their minutes, their seconds, and their hours. If they don't know where their time goes, they don't know where their money goes. And if they don't know where their time and money goes, they're out of business. They're out of business completely because they don't have any time, they don't have any money. That's just a mess. But walk them through on how to manage a calendar, because that'd be the second most important thing to take care of. Third, they got to be able to manage their money. It means that they track it. It means that they have a place that they can see their balance. They manage their expenses. But an entrepreneur that does not manage their dollars doesn't make any sense. Whoa, did you just hear me throw that one out? That was so good. If they don't manage their dollars, then it's not going to make sense why their business isn't working the way they wish it would. But to manage their dollars, they need to know what things cost. They need to know where their money is going to invest. They need to know percentages of how much do they keep, how much do they save for taxes, how much do they spend on different things. But if they don't get into it at the beginning, they'll get further down the road and then it's a mess that they got to clean up. But coach them on managing their dollars. Next, this one right here is called tracking and reporting. Entrepreneurs don't like reports. They just don't. One of the reasons why they probably got into being an entrepreneur is that they don't have to fill out reports. They don't have to track themselves. They don't have to track what's going on in their business. They just let it just be to the whims of setting appointments and carrying through appointments, and they don't track what's happening. There are plenty of things to track. Lots of things to track. But help them with some simple parts of tracking of literally how many people did they talk to? How many people said yes? How many people said no? And what were their excuses? Boy, if you could start that simple, of how many people did they talk to? How many said yes? How many said no? How many had excuses? And what were those excuses? Because if you know the excuses, then you can help them rearrange their way that they're presenting themselves so that those excuses don't keep popping up. But an entrepreneur who tracks and creates reports on their business, smart. because you can't adjust what you don't have information about. If you don't track information, you can't change things. You can't adjust things. Next one is strength. An entrepreneur who feels physically weak is going to be weak in how they present themselves. An entrepreneur who is physically strong can work through challenges, can work through difficulties because they feel strong. And whatever they face, whatever comes their way, they can work through it. They can plow through it. They can rearrange a day of chaos and put it back into order because they have some physical strength. So if you're the entrepreneur or you're coaching an entrepreneur, encourage them to start a type of exercise plan so that they can feel their muscle. They can feel like they have strength. Because when a body is physically weak, it tends to cause the mind to feel weak. When the body is physically strong, it causes the mind to feel strong. So doesn't that just make sense? Improve relationships, literally practice and do better at managing time, get into the dollars so it makes sense of your business, begin tracking something, track things that are going on in the business, and then of course, build some physical strength. The number of entrepreneurs that I've worked with and done everything I can to help in all these other directions of trying to coach an entrepreneur, these 5 that I just gave you are the golden areas of the life of their business. If I try to go on other areas of their life to try to support them, it takes longer to reach success. But this is a given. These 5, when improved upon in each area just a little bit, you're going to notice that entrepreneur's strength, their wisdom, their intuitiveness, and they tend to be in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So as a coach myself, as I go to coach others to be successful, boy, it's only taken me about 15 years to figure out where these 5 areas are that make the biggest difference. So now you as a coach, don't skip these. And if your coaching program does not involve addressing these 5 different areas, then adjust it. Make those adjustments. Because each one of these have to do with some deep subconscious areas of their life. Be a great coach by coaching in these 5 areas. Okay, you just heard the 5 areas. Do you think that's all I know? Are you kidding? I got so many great insights to give you. Click the link below and seriously consider looking into my Art of Mentoring course. I take you clear from the beginning to the end of how to help another person to be successful. Click the link below and check out Art of Mentoring. And hey, while you're here, also subscribe so you don't miss any of the training I'm sending out to you.